Welcome back to our channel, Sailing Sitka. This is Jay, the captain and the biggest coconut of the crew. Yeah! And I'm Kenna, the goofy green first mate. Together, we live aboard Sitka, our 1976 Choi Lee offshore 41 sailboat. In the summer of 2022, we sailed south from Victoria, BC, Canada, and never looked back. In our episodes, you'll catch us in the best of moments and the worst, sometimes only seconds in between. So hit that subscribe button and don't miss out. Hey guys, good morning, or I don't know what time it is when you're watching this, but hello to you all. Jay is on project mode again today, so he is going up the mast in this very rolly anchorage, which we do not recommend, but we have no other choice because our anchor light bulb went out. So not good and not safe, so Jay needs to go up and change those. We got some extras here from SV Avocet, so thank you very much, you guys. This is saving our butts because yeah, we need one. This is my perspective, and this is Jay's perspective.
All right, anchor lights on. It's working. Things are digging in my legs and shit. I gotta get down.
Okay, it was a really rough go up there for Jay, so I want to show you now that Jay is down. Look how little and weird this light bulb is. Like, that was our old one that finally like kicked the can last night. So yeah, we changed it, and yeah, the new one's up already, so woo, people will be able to see us and not hate us at night, which is fantastic. And Jay got hurt up there, so.
All right, well, this was no doubt the worst going up aloft I've done on this boat. Okay, hon, I need to get down. This anchorage is literally absolute garbage for rolliness, and obviously that translates to really not a good time up there. And like, one thing I'd like to add, but not on this wooden mast, but if we had an aluminum rig, is like 2 steps 3/4 up just before the top, so you can have both your feet stable and then be working over the masthead. Versus now I can't, because I'm going up on a halyard and I don't have anything to put my feet on. I'm at the, like, my head's here and I'm working above my head, and it makes like little simple jobs really hard to do, actually. And then the gasket is not on properly right now. There's no way I could get it to like be perfect. Every time I would have needed an extra set of hands literally to get it there, but it's screwed on from the top, so like the chance of water getting in there, famous last words, is pretty minimal. But yeah, we tested the light and it works, so that's good. Thanks again, Chris from Avocet, for giving us that light that you had in your spare kit, because ours has shit the bucket. Literally like 2 days ago we were coming back and we're like, is our boat gone? Like, what? Where's the light on?
Yeah, we'll grab, it's on the quarter board. Look, you can take it off, like the top part. Like, look at that.
Was that broken off?
Yeah.
Oh, so yeah, it should have been. But luckily these fittings are kind of universal, so like the new LED one fit. But I couldn't get this one. What would have been awesome, this tri-light on, because it was too wide. Yeah, look at the difference in size. Even the new one was barely fitting because it's as high as this one.
Yeah. And
the top like was pushing down on it, so I couldn't screw the top all the way down, but I got enough threads on there that should be fine. 0.2 amps.
Really?
Yeah, look, so I'm gonna turn it off. Right now it's minus 0.34. Now it's gonna be minus 3.2.
Wow.
And then I turn it on. So it's just burning 0.2 amps. So that's really good. The other one was burning a whole amp. It says 0.84, but it was really burning a whole amp. So that's a big difference. That's like 1/5 of the consumption, which on Sitka is a really good thing.
Bye.
Bye guys. Thanks for watching. Make sure to subscribe and smash that like button.
The next day started out as any other, or so I thought. That is until my parents decided to walk into the local coffee shop here in La Cruz and surprise the living daylights out of me.
What's happening? This is what you do all day? Just sit around and drink?
Is this what you do? Is this your life?
This is what you do all day? We surprised you.
That's right. My mom and dad flew here from Canada and I had no idea. The next couple of days consisted of drinking, late nights, adventures into town, and lots of dancing.
I don't know what structural engineer designed this paper mache bowl, but...
Holy shit!
Let's go, Bubba. Let's go. Hey, Bubba. Take it.
This is the #1 hardest part of this lifestyle. The distance between family and friends. Missing holidays and birthdays, or even just missing the small moments like having coffee or supper. It's a hard balance. You want the secure feeling at home, but also the adventure abroad that you desperately crave. It's hard to have both. But my parents taking the time off work and surprising me here blessed me with the feeling of having both, even if it was just for a short while. My heart has never been so full. Thank you, Mom and Dad, for exploring with me and taking a ride on the wild side. It was cool to experience it through your eyes. I love you both so very much.
Alright guys, well it's finally time to get ready to leave La Cruz. So we're not leaving just yet, but we've looked at the weather and it looks like we might get some westerlies and southerlies next weekend. Currently it's Sunday, so it'd be a week from now. So we're going to slowly get Sitka ready so we don't have to do everything last minute. So things including filling the diesel, which I'm going to do now, filling gas for the outboard, and propane's already done. Then we're going to fill fresh water, that's going to be last minute things. Provision. We gotta clean the bottom because it grows really fast here. Secure first sea, that's gonna be a last minute thing. Just make sure that things don't go flying because we've been in like anchor mode for a while here. Latch the dinghy on deck and then put the hydrovane rudder back on so that we can use the wind vane to steer us all the way up to Mazatlan. We'll add a 5-gallon in there and see where that leaves us. Kenna's gonna stay down below and make sure it doesn't overflow. I really want it topped off just because it's really easy to get fuel here at the fuel dock with the dinghy. And Mazatlan, where we anchor, there's no good fuel close. We have to take like a car to a fuel station because last time we went to the closest one that was just barrels and we got really shitty fuel. We had to like rebuild the carburetor on the outboard like 3 times, and the diesel, it was only 5 gallons, so like mixed with everything it was all right, but I don't want to put more in there. I'm gonna put some BioBore in there. Oh yeah, we're pretty much right there. I wonder if I probably could add the 2.5. All right, so I just added, we carried two 5 gallons of diesel on deck plus another small 2.5 gallons. And the 5 gallon, as you saw in the previous dip, was not enough to get it all the way to the top, and I really wanted it all the way to the top, so I started using the 2.5. I think I got 1.5 gallon in, and then Kenna told me to stop. So let's see if we're topped off. Yeah, we're right there. Now we'll close that off and then we'll get in the dinghy and go get 7 gallons of diesel so that we're topped off on deck as well. So that way, once we get to Mazatlan, hopefully we have enough wind and we can sail most of the way. But like I said, the southerlies are not that strong right now, so we might have to motor sail. And Mazatlan's a bit of a pain in the bum to get gas because we're far from the marinas. So. Alright, so that's good. Shut that down. Well, we'll go get some fuel.
right looks like second time's a charm. We're just fueling up here in La Cruz. And then we are off to Provision and Boost Risk.
Kenna was protecting her bread from the gas fumes because we had to stop in the bus to fuel. Are your bread okay?
Yeah.
So Kenna's just putting all the groceries away, and it's pretty mental outside. I'll show you. This is the waves in the anchorage. Look at this shit. Never a dull day when at sea or at an anchorage. Alright, when we are about to go on a bigger trip and it's been a while since we've like used the engine for like extended time, I like to do a more thorough check than my normal one. So I just checked the gearbox oil, which was good. Now I'm just gonna check our regular oil, which I do every time anyways, but I like finding issues not the day that I leave and the day, couple days before, that way I can address them and not miss my weather window. Let's check the coolant. It's been a while since I checked it. Ooh, coolant's low. Coolant is low. That's not good. See, this is why we do these things. It looks like some of it leaked at one point because there's coolant at the bottom. That's why I checked it. As you see.
Yes.
So let's make sure there's no holes in the hose or something. Well, it takes a tiny pinhole in here. Anyways, we'll fill it up. Alright, that's the coolant we use on here. I'm gonna top this off and see how much coolant's been burnt on here. This is the kind of thing that you want pretty much packed.
Very cool.
It wasn't like it was missing a lot, but still, it's definitely a little concerning. I might run the engine.
That's why it's good to do your checks.
Yep. I didn't see any coolant leaking, so that's good news.
Good.
Well, I'm glad I checked that, because obviously you don't want to run low on coolant. That's not good. And also you don't want it to airlock. So yeah, I'm gonna check that back tonight or tomorrow morning, make sure that the level hasn't gone down. Technically, if it got hot, it should be pulling from the recovery tank. So it'll be interesting to see. We used to have a loop going to the hot water tank, but that shit the bed in Ensenada, so we removed the hot water tank and it's bypassed right now. You see the two ball valves here are closed, so that bypasses that. We got good water coming out the exhaust. I don't see any difference there, so the heat exchanger doesn't seem to be crazy clogged. That being said, I think next season we're gonna pull that apart and clean it. It's never a bad idea to have your coolant stuff done. So yeah, once we haul out, another thing I want to do too is run fresh water through the engine. So instead of like using salt water to cool the engine, I'll just disconnect the hose that goes to the through hull and put it in a bucket of water and have a hose in that bucket filling with fresh water, so the engine can run for like 20 minutes of just fresh water, so that at least when we're gone back to Canada, the engine is sitting with fresh water and not salt water in it. Prevent corrosion. Yeah. That's all.
Thank you for watching this week's episode of Sailing Sitka. Stick around for more to come. If you enjoyed, please spread the love and let us know. Special thank you to our Patreon members for making these videos possible, as well as helping our dreams come true. See you all next week.